Hello and welcome to another video. We're going to talk about the command called Grep today. It is a command that is not used as much as it should be, but I think in this video let's try and become a better user of Grep. No, I myself should even be a better user for Grep, but I just don't, I just find my way around. So in this particular test here we have created a folder called test, grep test. And we have a file called test.log. Now, we could of course also go ahead and create a new file called test1.2.log and then nano into side of that and then write something like index.html or index.php, and this is a test hello.php, and then basically you have two different files with different kind of content. Now the first file's content, this is just a very basic test, so you can see that there's something crazy going on here. So you have files with different kind of content. This particular example, it is very little content, so you don't really need any fancy commands, stuff like that. But in the case of actually going through larger log files, and I want to be honest, this video was inspired by Trehagnis at the Cyber Day 2 2022, because I figured many of you, my viewers, probably is in the same situation as I am. You want to be better at cybersecurity. So what I'm gonna talk about today is, if you want to use Grep in this particular case, you can use it to grab content from files and search files easily. So let's clear the screen. Now the knowledge we have is that there is some PHP files we need to find. So what you could do in theory is using the cat command. You can see cat test.log, and then you can go ahead and say grep, just pipe it through, if I can hit the thank you, and type PHP, and then it will actually just show you where the names of index and PHP is, and that is really good. But what if you have a lot of files that you want to do the same thing with? Now what you could do in theory is type grep PHP and then say star log, and then it's gonna show you different kind of files. You're gonna get a better view here, and you can see that it found the extension called PHP, just the word, and these kind of files here. Now there are different ways you can use grep. You can go ahead, for example, and say -n, then you will see line numbers. You can see line number 2, 4, 3, and 4. It can be useful for some particular cases, Also, if you wanna, I think it's a small I, then it's capitalized. So I think you should take away that. No, it's non-sensitive. I guess it is then. Oh yeah. So if we assume we go back into, let's test this for now. Test2.log, and then we gotta make another index PHP with capitalized P's. Just clear the screen, and then take this. You can see that it actually takes all of them, even though that it is capitalized. So if you remove the I, it should in theory only take, it does what you wrote exactly. So putting on the flag I will take away case sensitivity. Now what you could also do is put in the E as for an extended expression, and then you can go ahead and play around with what if you only want to see the one with actual dots, so dot something PHP or dot something else. Then you could in theory write a dot, and you could try something like a star and a slash there, and then you will get a lot of things. Actually get everything here, as you can see, because you not just put that stuff right inside. So what you should do is to remove, for example, the the star here, and then you're gonna say like anything with a dot, and then you can begin to, you know, add stuff in front. Let's say it only have to start with index. Then you're gonna get all the index files. So different ways of doing basic standard expression just using grep to output different kind of things. It should be more than enough, this kind of trick here, to get out the different kind of files you need. Yeah, I just want to say that, you know, if you're doing try hack me or hack the box or different kind of things where you're gonna find a flag, sometimes you're tasked to, you know, look for a flag in some way. There are different ways you can do that, of course. Now let me just give you an example of that. So if you, let's say you have a test.log here, and just somewhere you have this try hack me, typical flag situation, you get something like that. Right, so that is the actual flag. Now, if you're gonna search for that, you could of course try something like grep, so try hack me, and say like everything, and then you will get it, of course. But sometimes if the file itself is really big, the screen will be spammed basically. So if that is the case, you need to, for example, well, of course, if the file only contains that one line, then it would be fine. But also sometimes, let's assume that you have many files you're going to look through, then just type in grep what you're going to search for, and the all which files. So it can be like a star to every file there is, or you can write, you know, a particular type of file, log file. You can be any particular file again, you know, with any particular ending. So there are many different ways you can do it. If you're looking for something that is looking similar, let's say you have more than one flag. So let's say we're gonna put, let me just pick the other one. So let me just write something like try hack me. Then you have a particular another flag looking like that, and let me just write fake in the end, and you get so many different things you need to look through. So because they are tricking you, trolling you some way, then of course you could go ahead and type something like grep and say like you want to look for stuff and you want to look for a regular expression. It will start with try hack me and something inside of that, you know, it could be like that, and then press enter. I think I forgot something. Let me just quickly check my notes, because it's a bit late night here where I'm from. Could do recursive. I forgot the recursive flag. So you can get out different kind of, you know, different kind of flags out this way. Now you can of course always, you know, put more into this. There are different ways to regular expression to say without the word fake. I'm no regular expression expert or anything, but I'm basically telling you that there are ways to exclude different kind of, you know, length or flags or compositions of this kind of things. You know, let's assume that the challenge is that there are 100,000 flags in the file. You need to find one that is true within a particular pattern. Then you're gonna do some regular expression and look through it in some way. So I think to wrap it up, using grep can be quite powerful. And let's assume that I go outside here in my big library of mess and I write something like grep PHP anything. Then you're gonna see like every single file with the word PHP inside of it. So basically, I guess this is the video, and I really hope you learned something from it, even though I'm a bit tired. I can probably hear it on me, but at least I hope I didn't mumble too much. And if you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and like, so Until next time, I'll see you again online. Bye bye.